What's up, guys? BTBS here. Welcome back to another episode of Dire Beast. I'm hanging out here at night time, and you may notice I have a division sigil with me. And I'm interested in finding out a couple of things. So, for one, I want to know, will that... Oh! So, just the one operation did charge every division sigil I had. Excellent. That was exactly what I wanted to do first. And it worked. That's brilliant. Got a bit of lag. Let's just sleep the night away here. Do do do. Do 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 do. There we go. My frame rate is so low. I'm gonna have to knock my render down a little just to increase my frames. I don't want to have to do this, but I really don't have a choice. Whoa. Hello, you tiny little bastard. What are you after? Right, so I'm really not worried about all this cursed stuff. That'll burn away soon enough. But, yeah, so when you do the activation ritual, it activates every single division sigil you have on you, which is why I grabbed all of them that I had. And, I want to do a little something. So, I have all these division sigils. What I want to do is, I want to take a disc. That disc will be good enough. And I actually need a machine I haven't built yet, called a pre-formatter. Transformation. Oh, it's the nuclear stuff. No, maybe it's pattern something. Pattern provider, pattern encoder. I swear it was called a pre-formatter. Nope. Damn it, what's that item called? Applied energistics. I know some of you are probably shouting it at me. Partition editor, that's what I need. Build a conversion matrix. Build a partition editor. So a partition editor can be used on a disk before you actually put anything on it, and you can tell it to only store certain items. So I want this one to only store division sigils. Do I have diamonds? Grab some diamonds. I'm going to need probably 10 of them, yeah. And no, not iron. I want gold nuggets. There we go. So I worked out a way to make crafting the unstable ingots completely safe. And yeah, these crafting stations are recognised in the chests next to them now, which is nice. So I wanted to show you guys this. Where's the one I've already used? Oh, it got recharged. Excellent. So, instead of dividing iron by diamond, you divide gold nuggets, and you get semi-stable nuggets. And these things are completely stable. You can throw them on the ground. No bad things happen at all. And the best thing about them, you can craft 9 of them, like this, into a unstable ingot. But you notice it's not changing colour. And if I throw it on the ground, it doesn't explode. So what this does, by using the gold nuggets, it's more expensive in terms of diamonds and everything else, but it allows you to create, let's call this... finally stable. Did the item stick in there? Right. By doing that, it allows us to create a way of fully automating any unstable ingot creation. So if I pop all these in here, they should go straight into here. So we can just check that out in the chest here. There you go, 7 sigils, semi-stable, unstable ingot. And now the real question is, Ah, the division sigil that I used went into my system. Oh well, it will use that one first. So yeah, I will show you this right now. If we go, what do we need? We need unstable ingots, and we want to make them with this recipe. And then the semi-stable ingots we make like this. And if we then put these two in our system, I can just come up to here and say, I would like some unstable ingots. Get me 10 unstable ingots. And if we watch the crafting terminal, we'll see it's having to craft the gold nuggets, but they should also be put straight onto this disc when they're done, and we're going to have unstable ingots. I worked this out the other night, and I'm not going to lie, I did proclaim myself to be the one true god when I found this out. So yeah, we can now produce and store stable, unstable ingots, and they should all be on this disc. There they are, and they're completely safe. And now that we can do that, anything you use unstable ingots for, such as the blocks, which look really nice, the portal to the deep dark, all the tools, everything you use it for, I'm not going to lie, this stuff did terrify me. I do not like crafting with these. I've actually died once from it, and it's really nice to be able to automate it like this. Actually, I got the idea after abstaining from Minecraft for a little bit. I took a bit of time off from Minecraft to play some other stuff, a bit of Final Fantasy VIII, bit of, God, what else was I playing? Oh, Plague Inc. Yes, Plague Inc. I put the spotlight on that out quite a while ago. I've been playing the fuck out of it. It's so much fun. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that, because the rest of the stuff that happens in this episode is not going to be as amazing. The rest of the episode is just going to be some standard building stuff. But yeah, the first 7 minutes there, I had an idea and it works. I will admit I tested this out before on my new creative world. I had to make a new one because I was having some problems with my old one, as in I couldn't load it without crashing my game. So what I want to do for the main part of this is I want to start. I want some specific villagers, and instead of just breeding them, I'm gonna make. I think it's a MFR auto spawner, auto enchanter, jukebox, auto spawner. Very nice and simple to make, to be fair. I should have some nether wart in my system. Oh, it takes a machine frame now. Well, that just seems like a waste using steel to make that. I will use iron. All the MFR machines from a previous update now take those to make. I need one of those. Auto spawner, lovely. And the auto spawner, I'm just going to jump outside and show you guys the thing. So, you put a reusable safari net in here, and you fill it with energy, and I think it takes the liquid essence, which is the only thing we don't actually have is liquid essence. Now, I need to see if my idea for liquid essence will work. So, I need to go down into the sub basement. Whoa! Hello, Slamikins. What have I got on here? Freezing Bolt? That'll do. That's a AoE spell. Hey, you dropped a heart. Nice. Don't look at those portable tanks. You're not allowed to know what's in them yet. That is for later. Oh no, I need to go down, don't I? I need to go into the sub basement. Yes, so I did a little bit of work in here previously, and let me just stick down a torch. So you can actually see I've got 30 of most of the berry bushes down, and upgraded all these to DSUs, and I've just got way more than I could ever use of basically all these basic ores. But what I came down here for is this. In this chest, look, I've even got spares of all these ore berries, like 2.5 stacks of aluminium. I want the creeper essence berry bushes, the essence berry bushes that give experience. And what I'm going to need to do is, I think there should be a way to make these guys grow Let me just stick one down and see if I can watering can them to get them to grow, because I need some of their drops. Where's my watering can? There it is. So I haven't got my particles on. Oh, it's growing. So yeah, these give off the creeper berries, or the essence berries. I suppose it would be essence berry since it's an essence berry bush. I don't see why an essence berry bush would give off something other than essence berries. There we go. So these, you right-click them, and you gain some experience. I think it's about 7 or 8 experience, and the first 17 levels take 17 experience per level. So yeah, that looks about 7, maybe 6, maybe a little. I already had some anyway, so yeah. Sorry, I'm rambling now. I'm just waiting for another one of these to grow so I can test it. So what I want to do is I want an Oryaki. Must not water my machines. I'm sure that won't do them too good. I do not have any autonomous activators. There they are. They're right there. Build one of those, and I need to build something new, actually. And what I need is a hopper. I want to build at least 5 of these, and some of you probably know already where I'm going. Obsidian, and Ender Pearl, of which I have loads now. Since I started going caving with my magical spells, resources and even Ender Pearls and stuff have not been a problem since I picked up so many. So this is a shapeless recipe. You can put it wherever you want, and it's the Open Blocks vacuum hopper we're making here. So the vacuum hopper does 2 very nice things. It sets up a vacuum, which yeah, it's not stronger than my magnet. I should probably turn my magnet off. But yes, if I throw something out, the vacuum hopper will slowly pull it into itself, and it has a small internal buffer. And then what I need is a chest. There it is. I probably have a chest somewhere. Just a normal chest will do. So if I put a chest here, I can then click on this, and through the use of a very nice interface on it, I can say I want the backside here to output into the chest, and it will automatically output into the chest. So you can set it to output any direction you want. But you may have also noticed this. It also outputs experience. So if we get a tank, yeah, that'll do. Put this tank above it and tell it its experience should be output to the top. There's now a green one for experience, a blue one for items. And then if we set up the autonomous activator, like right here, and it's on right click, and then we want to give it these and then get away from it. So what it will do is it will right click the berries. Yep. And I believe we now have 300 liquid experience in the tank. So that gives us automated way of getting liquid experience. And now if we just punch this out, it should retain its liquids. That would have gone in there. There we go. And now I can test whether liquid experience works. So auto spawner, put that there. I need a fluid duct, because I haven't tested whether this works. If it doesn't, I've got another system. Fluid yeah, I have no fluid ducts. Okay. I'll just make some. Fluid ducts, fluid ducts. Fluid ducts. Lovely. And I'll just pop that on there, and I'll just take this and insert it into there, and then tell it to ignore a redstone signal, and oh, I need to wrench it so it's outputting. That's the wrong bag. That's why I always put my bags away when I'm done with them, just to prevent stuff like that. And do that. And the liquid XP is in there. It doesn't look like the liquid XP is working in there. Well done. I thought that worked. Obviously not. This is definitely supposed to be outputting its fluid into there. Maybe it just needs somewhere else to go. Liquid XP, not going in. Strange. Thought that would have worked. And there's no forced input, so alright, that doesn't work. But that's why we have backups. Break that. Break that. Break that. Also, I'm very happy to finally have built a the thing I just built. God, a vacuum hopper. Because vacuum hoppers are super useful. So what I'm thinking is a self-sustaining system, and what we're going to have is the auto spawner is eventually going to be used, but what we need to use it with is a grinder. Gee. Of course I don't have any in there, I'm supposed to be searching in here. Grinder. We need the mine factory grinder, of which we are missing every other item we need. Sword, tin gears, and the reception coil, yeah. Right, there we go. Grinder. So the grinder is very nice actually. What you do is you plonk it down, and whoa, lag spike. Wow. Apparently placing a grinder for the first time fucks your speed over. And the grinder, when supplied with power, might help if I put it somewhere where there was actually power around. I think there's some power over here. Yeah, let's just do this. Let's put the grinder there for a second. And it's facing the wrong way. So I'm just going to show you guys the parts of this, and then I'm going to put it together because I don't want the episode to go for an hour. So all I need to do is take that, plonk it there, and the grinder should be working. Yep, lovely. And now all we need to do is put something in front of it for it to grind. Let's just grab one of those villagers out. So we put something in front of it, some sort of mob. And it should just start, once its idle ticks down, it should start attacking the mob and should kill it. Come on. Come on. No, you're not going to attack the villager? Why not? Do you have to have an output? In case you get any drops? Go on, grind the villager down. Damn it! Why aren't you grinding the villager? Yes, indeed, villager. Indeed. It's not doing any work. I don't know why. Maybe it needs a hostile mob of some sort. If it needs a hostile mob, I have a skeleton spawner just over there that I could use for this purpose. Let me go in my bag of welding and grab my pearl and just grab a random mob from out here. There we go, there's a zombie, he'll do. Hey zombie! Ah, you're an extra strong zombie, I see. Walked pretty far from where you first spawned, didn't you? Right, so if we hold the zombie here, the thing should recognise that it's hostile and should attack it. There we go. So the grinder worked there and it killed the zombie and it got us some mob essence. So a way of getting it would be something grinding to mob essence. I thought the liquid experience and mob essence could be turned into one another. I'm going to take a quick look. 1 second, guys. Right guys, I have solved the problem. Turns out what I need to do, instead of using a vacuum hopper, I need to use these sewers. And what a sewer will do is any experience that gets pulled into it will get turned into mob essence. So bippity bappity boo, right there is what I need. I need a sewer. And I also need somewhere to set this up. I'm not exactly sure where. Oh, this is my liquid experience tank, so you guys can see this. But that tank there, that other tank, that tank's secret. And I will tell you about it in probably the next episode. I suppose I could set it up somewhere in here. So I've just really got some digging stuff going on in here. Tell you what I'll do. I'm going to take out my super uber mega ultra attacking block spell. Well, my block attacking spell, I should say. It's big. I will warn you guys right now, it is big. So if I fire this at maximum strength right here, it breaks a 15 by 15. So it big. Doesn't even begin to cover it. It a lot bigger than you guys thought, right? So I should probably go up a couple of blocks from there. Maybe even turn this thing down a couple of levels. Don't worry, I'll clean all this up later. So, where was my inlet? Right here. Ew! Wow, I almost fucked myself over there by destroying all of that. So, I definitely don't want to be firing it on that level. Let's do it on... Let's just take it down to mid, tiny, and fire it like that. That still does a decent sized blast. And if I just do this, and then just... This gives us a little bit of space to work with. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a system up in here, but I'm going to do most of it off camera because I noticed that I spend a lot of time derping around on camera. So I'm going to do some stuff in here and I'm going to tidy it up a bit and I'll be back in just a second. Right guys, I believe I have figured it out. So I spent a little bit of time building this room. I spent a lot longer than I should have spent building this room, to be fair, but I wanted it to look good and I was having some problems. So what we have is essence berry bushes, and just underneath those are autonomous activators. They're set up with the same thing, first slot only, right click, not sneaking, output down, they're facing up, and apparently you can just plant the bushes on the autonomous activators, which makes that a lot easier. So I only went with a few because I don't really think I need a shitload of them, and these are growing fast enough. I mean, I'm not going to be running these things for a long time at once. There's a single chest buffer in there, and then we have sewers. So he will auto-click any orbs he gets. I actually made this place look kind of nice as well. I thought, you know what? All my places look like shit. I want to make a place that looks kind of cool. And I think I managed it. I think this place looks pretty damn nice. I'm actually just missing one thing. There it is. Live in a wooden house, never have a crafting table. I am perpetually cursed to never have a crafting table when I need one. Oh, by the way, I worked out how to use this thing. Me and Metal Mosher worked it out. Well, I say me and Metal Mosher. He worked it out. What you do is you put the stuff in, and it's C to bring it up, and then you just press C again to craft. So I don't even need a crafting table for some basic, for some just little crafts. And there we go. These are what I wanted. Blackout curtains. Now blackout curtains are interesting. What they do is they stop all light from travelling through them. They're a bit tricky to place, but basically they stop light from travelling through them. So they help to make everything black. Whee! So what I want to do is just stick down some blackout curtains. I just think along here, and then up to the ceiling, like so. It's very hard to place these things. Not really surprising, seeing as they're absolutely tiny and you don't get a picture of where it's going to be placed. So I want to use the blackout curtains because I don't like having all these rooms be really dark, because I know that, I mean, it's hard enough for me to see them, and I've got quite a bright TV and it's close as fuck to me. So if I do this, the block light 0, 0, 0 and 9, 9, 10, 9, and then right in there it goes down to 2. So it looks like they reduce the light, and then they also slow the transmission of light. But I just wanted to have some lights around so it's easier to see. But yeah, YouTube's dark enough as it is and hard enough to see. So there should be some in there ready to go. I was having a problem, but I want to go and solve that problem right now, just so I don't have to deal with it again. So we have a tank here that I've got some in. I've got 200 odd buckets. I'm just going to get a bucket of liquid essence, and we're going to go up, and we're going to go in here, and we're going to go down. And see, these are the squares. And what I want to do is, I'm actually going to have to take a couple of these off. Actually, just one, but it'll just be easier if I take a couple of these off. I'm going to install a pneumatic servo and tell it it's only allowed to pull a specific liquid out. So if I set it to output, that'll just should speed it up as well. And if I tell it to whitelist only mob essence, and of course you are set to ignore redstone control, whitelist mob essence, because these sewers have the very annoying thing that if a player or an animal walks over them, they will produce sewage. And sewage is a different liquid, and if you've only got one pipe system and not two outputs and stuff like that, it causes problems. So I put down a little tank, and I was just putting the sewage into the tank. So just essence, whitelist essence, whitelist essence, and then just the last three. No, that's not fluid ducts. So, I've spent a little bit longer than I would normally spend on this. While I was trying to work out all the kinks, I watched through the entire Da Vinci Code film. And that's a good couple of hours, I think. I was just working on this the whole time, just needed something in the background. But yes, this should be just fine. Just fine. So whitelist, only pull out the mob essence, and if we come up here, it's off. If we just flip this on, flip it on, it'll turn on, and it'll start producing, and we can't see it coming in because there's not enough of it. Let's do this. Let's see if we can empty this tank. Let's see, it's empty, cool. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick this tank down so you can see that it is working. There we go. Wow, that's you get a decent amount from the experience that you put in. So yes, we just can't see it going in because I set up the ender tank and it's flowing out extremely fast. So I'm just going to pump this out of here. Fluid ducts are right there. And I want to get rid of that. So yeah, I was having the problem that I had sewage going in there because I was going in and inspecting it and trying to make it work. Pull out, and you're going to need some sort of signal. No levers on me, damn it. It's so hard to find a specific item in your inventory, and yet your inventory is never big enough. I make both of these complaints daily. Oh, I can never find the item I'm looking for. Oh, my inventory is not big enough. There you go. Look, we have to pump it in at like 1,000 a second, a bucket a second, and it should start going down. And then I can get rid of this. In fact, I can just put that in there. Get my wrench back. Break this. Lovely. So, yeah, as long as this lever is on, it will produce these back here will produce the berries, automatically be harvested, turned into experience, experience into essence, essence taken down, stored in the basement, and as I always do, I have an ender chest on top, and the ender chest for the experience, the essence, is green lime red, whereas the normal experience is green green red, although I'm kind of thinking it should have been lime red. And the red signifies the input into the system. The blue on the end of this one means that's being exported from the system to be used elsewhere. And that about wraps that up. I'm gonna put a spawner somewhere. I've already got everything I need for that, but what I really want to do is I want to show you guys something. I made some red alloy wire, by the way, and I love red alloy wire. And that actually brings me up to what I want to show you. If I just take a quick detour up into here, that age is where I want to go. Because Mystcraft has a very interesting thing. So let me just jump into the must pump this age, and I will show you what's so interesting about Mystcraft. So we got a kind of really weird world. It's always raining, it's checkerboard biomes. But the interesting thing is the ocean. You might be able to see it on the map behind me there. It's red. This ocean is conductive red metal, which is the... well, that pig got fucked. The conductive red metal is the... thermal expand... no? Tinker's Construct. Yeah, Project Red compatibility. It's how you make red alloy ingots in Tinker's Construct. Normally, it takes like a bucket of liquid redstone and 5 ingots of aluminium, but I have an ocean of it here, and I happen to know that I won't even need half of what I've got there. If I just jump back into the overworld and just grab another book, I can show you another age. I think this age, I'm not 100%, might be this age 14. Let me check my file just 1 second, because I have all this written down. You shouldn't be able to see my file, I hope not. No. It must be 14, right? It must be. That's technically, I think. Let's check 14. It is. My 14 has an ocean of liquefied ender. Now this is the Tinker's Construct liquefied ender, not the resonant ender, but they are completely interchangeable. So all that stuff that I needed liquefied, I needed ender pearls for, most of the stuff was for melting it down and infusing it into things like tesseracts and stuff. Yeah, I no longer need that. And that is, I pumped an area, I put down 4 pumps to speed it up, and I pumped just about 1 layer of ocean, just 1 block high, and what I pumped ended up getting me 8,000 buckets of resonant ender. So yeah, I have no need of ender pearls, almost. Let's just have a look. Ender. So liquefied ender, resonant ender. So it says right there, liquefied Tinker's Construct. It is exactly the same as the resonant ender you get from melting down. It can be used for tesseracts. You can use it for making endstone. You can get buckets, more ways of making endstone. You can make blocks of it. I'm not really sure what else. You need a bucket of it for making enderium, and oh, sorry, I have basically an infinite supply of it. So, oh god, sorry. Oh, I've got what's it called? You don't call it hiccups. I have to stop talking, and it's sort of like a burp. I don't know. I wouldn't really categorize it as a burp. Anyway. Yeah, I've got a pretty much infinite amount of both of those. And this should be being filtered. It is, lovely. Sometimes it takes a while to actually like go in there. And as you can tell by my level, I picked up more than a few experience orbs as I was playing around. And yeah, so yeah, by the way, the Mistcraft thing, Mistcraft can use any liquid, I believe. Literally any liquid it wants, and make an ocean out of it in a world if it has enough random remaining to actually do that. So you could get an ocean of lava, you could get an ocean of, well, I suppose liquefied ender is the most valuable liquid. I mean, you could get liquid gold. I'm not sure what else. Maybe iron, tin. I'll tell you what. Let's just look at any liquid a second. No? Right, okay then. There's the fluid registry. There's not a fluid registry. Oh, I want uses. Yes, fluid registry. It contains every liquid. So, oh, you could get an ocean of molten ardite or creosote oil, sludge. You could get an ocean of almost anything, I believe. Oh, an ocean of emerald would be awesome. Oh my god, that'd be so cool. And by the way, if you're wondering if you can swim in something and how fast you move and if it will set you on fire, you can get all the relevant information here. So if we go back and see, wow, Steam's texture is, oh, blazing pyrotheum liquid. Lava. So lava has a density of 3000 and a temperature of 1300. So anything with a density like lava is going to be slow to swim through. Anything with a temperature like lava is going to set you on fire and damage you. So acid doesn't do temperature damage, probably not, but acid has its own effect. Yeah, liquid XP doesn't have a temperature damage. But yeah, you can actually find a lot of interesting things by looking in the fluid registry. There's a lot of things people might not know about, such as simply pressing L to take you into here, and you can do recipe lists. You can find specific ones. So if we said what I want a recipe list for is TC Construct Smeltery, everything that can be made in the smeltery, without having to bring up a smeltery page and then click on that. So there's loads of little tricks and stuff you guys might want to learn, or you know, just. I probably spent half an hour looking through the fluid registry, working out like everything I could about various fluids, and it was very interesting. But you know, that's me. I'm a huge nerd. I will gladly spend that time doing that. Also, I've got a lot of these present energy cells going, and I'm not sure. I will end my episode. I just want to do one more thing first. So I'm not sure if I explained this to you guys. This is an infinite bone meal system, and it is extremely simple. It's a cyclic assembler, which is basically the thermal expansion auto crafting table. It takes 20 RF a tick to craft. It only takes 1 tick to craft, and it can use liquids as well. So, say the Enderium, to make the actual Ender blend, you need a resonant ender bucket. What you could do is you could put the same recipe in here, put the stuff down here, and then pump liquid ender in, and it would be able to craft it for you. And what I've done is I've set up a pulverizing wall, which has a secondary output. The white wall has a 25% chance of giving bone meal. So any bone meal I get comes out, goes in here, and then the string, the 4 string that you're guaranteed to get, comes down, gets crafted back into wool and put straight back in the bottom. Oh no, it goes down, and then so the wool comes out here and goes back in and gets pulverized again. So it costs a bit of energy, you know, 40 RF tick to keep this running at max speed and 20 RF every time this crafts. But it provided me with infinite bone meal when I really needed it, and if, you know, 40 RF, you could technically run 2 of these almost permanently off like 1 dynamo engine. And I just think it's a really nice and really simple system, and I haven't seen anyone else do it. And bone meal can be extremely useful for growing your crops and all that. And I'm liking the way this this machine room is looking, because there's just stuff everywhere, and it's really it's giving me a bit of a techie hard on. So I'm gonna end this episode here for now, guys. It's only like 9 minutes over. Yeah, thanks for watching. We covered a lot this episode. We went, remember, just to recap, remember the first thing we went over was the unstable ingots, the auto-crafting of those to become stable, and then using them to auto-craft tools and glass so you don't have to risk your own skin. And I don't think I mentioned one thing about that. When you run out of a division sigil, it does not get deleted, it just gets deactivated, and then you can just activate them again. We found out that you can activate multiple division sigils at one time. Any division sigils in your inventory will get activated whenever you do the activation ritual. We then moved on to the mob essence. So we have a fully automatic mob essence system now. And then we covered the the free ender, and I don't know if there's a way to turn it back into an ender pearl, but who needs it anyway? So, and yeah, the Mistcraft deciding that it could have pretty much any liquid it wants. Oh, that's my honey and string chest. Fair enough. So yeah, I'm going to end here for now, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. This has probably been one of the most interesting episodes I've done for a long time, especially for me, because I learned some stuff and I taught myself some stuff. And by the way, now that I have all of the ender pearls I could ever need, really, I'm just taking this farm down. I don't really need the ender lilies anymore. So I really do hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope you've learned something. And I mean, how could you not have learned something? If you knew all of this stuff, you don't need to be watching my videos. You need to be making your own, like, tutorial videos, getting a million hits on YouTube. Anyway, peace out!